Hola, 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 hola. What y'all doing over there? It's late. It's like 9 o'clock. I've been laying in my bed on TikTok. I think God has let me take a break. I get to watch people on TikTok instead of being the person being watched on TikTok. Hey, y'all. Hola. Y'all getting ready for bed? Laying in the bed on TikTok too, right? TikTok be taking up all my time. I realize why I'm not so productive now, but it's so many interesting things over here. I see how you could be on here for hours and hours and hours and hours. It's a thing. It is a thing, honey. It's addictive. I ain't even gonna lie. But I be learning so much and seeing so many things, especially for me because I don't leave my house. Hmm. Okay. Good evening, honeybee. And I've like got to go back and see some of the stuff y'all tag me in. It be weeks and I ain't got to see none of it. I have realized that they really are playing with my all of my social media. Which sucks because I don't do nothing to nobody. Why everybody be wanting to mess with me? I don't get into it with folks on other side. I am the most like I just stay to myself over here and people let me see. Did I get your message? That live is going crazy about that woman. What woman? What woman? I don't know. I can't say I did or I didn't. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I might have looked at it. I don't remember, but I might have liked it. I don't know, honey. Don't make me don't make me feel bad. I don't know. I'ma say maybe I did, but I don't know for sure. I don't know. I just came on here to talk to y'all. I made me some adult lemonade, and so then I said I'll drink of that and talk to y'all for a minute because I can't find nothing to watch. It's on live. It's okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Because I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know. I listen. I've been chilling, y'all. I really have. I've been trying to just relax my mind because I didn't realize how much talking I've had to do in the last 2.5 years. It has taken a toll on my body. It really has. Looking at this screen every day, looking at the lights, and being on the computers and stuff all day, it has taken a toll on my body. And I didn't want to admit it, but it has. Hey, everybody. Hey, Miss Duncan. Hey, Miss Rose. Yeah. And so as y'all see, I'm not pushing myself as hard. Plus, I'm getting older here. I'm almost 3 years older than I was when y'all met me. Girl, weirdo. Weirdest thing, I was talking to my friend on the phone and I felt confused and a chill went through my body. Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. I can't tell you what it is for sure. I ain't gonna lie to you, Bookie. I don't know. Could have been a spirit walking in your house. Could have been anything. God could have been telling you to pay attention to the conversation. You have to ask him. He'll let you know though. For sure. I got this. This hurt. I can tell. That's gonna give me a headache. Oh, that's gonna give y'all girl a headache. I don't want that. Y'all see, I just been letting my hair be nappy. I don't even care. It ain't twisted or nothing. I used to try to keep it twisted. We family now. I don't gotta do none of that. Maybe once, I don't know. If I feel like it, I said, CERCA, you used to try to do something with yourself. Now you just be on here like they really your family. You don't even care. Like this ain't on the World Wide Web. I just get on here looking crazy as hell every day. Maybe once a month I'll put some clothes on. Maybe twice. Maybe. But for the most part, yeah, y'all my family for real. Because I get on here like people around the world can't see this. We is really family because I just come on here looking any kind of way. It don't even matter. Thank you. I'm just saying, I don't even do nothing. I don't even be, I just be on here. I can't do my nails no more. I think that took it. That was the last of it for me. Since I can't wear my nails, I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do? I'm going to be looking like a whole man around here. I don't like that. I'm doing a retwist as we speak. Exactly. Exactly. I'm over it. I'm just like, I guess I'm entering the, I don't really care. If it is, it is. If it ain't, it ain't. That's what it's about to be. You said you have a picture of me holding my bling bling heels. Oh, I love heels. I got a lot of them. I don't even put them on no more. That's so sad. I am definitely a plain Jane now. Listen, I said that too, girl. And then guess what? When they get this length, well, you might be a beauty shop girly, but I said I'm gonna do all this stuff, girl. These locks been in a ponytail since I had them. I might put some curls in them. And I used to always ask people that had long hair, like, why do you grow your hair so long to keep it up in the ponytail? Yeah. Well, I can answer that question myself. You like the length, but you don't like the heat and feeling stuff on your neck. It's a whole process. So I just be like, whatever. Oh, you do your own hair? Well, then you gonna keep it twisted. You gonna keep it. I do too, but I'm over it. It be too much going on to be worried about. So I can't. I be like, I don't know. Y'all just stripped me of my prissy girl. You hear me? I'm too comfortable with y'all now. Y'all know all of my mannerisms and stuff. I don't know how I feel about this. I was thinking about that. Hey, Naisha. Hey, Miss Danielle. I was thinking about that. That's a little weird that y'all know me that well. It is, because most people never get to know me that well. They never pick up on the cues. They never pick up on anything. So the fact that y'all all know them is a little spooky for me. It is. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It is. And you know, because your hair is stupid long. Yeah. See, it's gonna be like it is. You hear me? It just be in a ponytail. That's all I got. That's why I got the ponytail here. Like, if you do regular ponytails, but what else I'm gonna do with it? Because if I feel like it's a spider, I might rip it off. So I just leave it. Long as it ain't on my neck, we good. Hey, it takes 5 hours. Yeah, girl, I already know. I'm there. If I do it all in one day, like shampoo, condition, color, all of that, oh yeah, it's for sure. Yeah, it'd be taking me. You probably got a lot of practice because it'll take me all day. It'll be a good 6 to 8 hours. I'm doing, because I'm gonna have to take me a break, get my meds in. Then I'm gonna have to eat me something. So, them be the days when y'all just don't see me for like 2 days because I'll shampoo it one day and color it, and then I'll wait and dry it, and I'll twist it in the next day. Your mom? Hold on. You said what? My mom was in the beginning stages of her locks, and she was ready to undo it already. Oh yeah, everybody go through that. I think if you grow your locks, I think everybody go through that. I know I did. At about probably 6 or 7 months, I was like, man. So that's when I went ahead and I just put in some temporary lock extensions and wore those for 8 months and let my hair get to it was probably about like right here, and then I was good after that. But baby, because I was newly married, I'm walking around, we both looking like a nigga. I said I can't do these wigs and stuff no more, so I made me some lock extensions, put them in, wore them for like, I think it was about 8 months, 6 to 8 months, and then I took them out. But I was newly married. Can't have this nigga. I already sound like a man in the morning. I've only had mine 1 year and 3 months. Oh, yeah. Enjoy this time. You get to play with him. I can sound like a man, but I definitely don't need to be looking like one. Not newly married, I don't. Thank God for that. Anyway. Yeah. Listen. Locks is the easiest hair I've ever had, and I think that's why I don't never want to go back to any other hair, because this is low maintenance. Your niece combed her locks out after 4 years. You know, it ain't for everybody for a long time, but y'all got to think, I did hair. So it ain't too many hairstyles I haven't had. Locks was the only thing I had never had, and I had one of them because I used to wear braids all the time. This is, hey, this is easier. Locks is easier hair. Like, my hair is done. Right now, my hair is combed. If I twist it, it's combed. If it's not twisted, it's combed. Like, that's the best hair you could ever have in your life. Yes, not a million products no more. I don't even have combs. I got 1 or 2 combs. I do got 2 combs, but that's normally if I'm a comb, a lockout at the bottom to attach another one. Other than that, neither. Yes, baby. I don't want to go back to that other life. The tight head or the French braids, I don't miss none of that. And CERCA kept a nice sew in, a quick weave, some micros, baby. I'm over all of it. This is my equivalent to older ladies when they cut their hair and just let their natural grow, and they put a little something in it, and that's gonna be it. This is my equivalent to that. Why am I covering my eyes? Because they're my eyes. Why are you asking a question about why I'm covering my eyes? You know everything about me, ain't y'all business, right? I love you. Just because you see my eyes don't mean you have to see them every day. Love you, family. Moving on. Back to what I was saying. This is the equivalent of me cutting my hair and just letting it go. This is that. When the old ladies get it, they be like, I don't want to have to deal with it. It's been 70 years and I've been having to figure out what I'm doing with it every week. I'm just going to keep it low and cut it. That's this. That's exactly what this is. For real. I didn't want nothing. I did not come on here to teach. I just came on here to see what y'all was doing. I started watching Left Behind. Now I have to watch all of them. Uh-oh, nephew. Got your hook. You see it? Come on in. Which one did you watch? The first one or the second one? The first one or the second one? It's weird to see how much of that is happening in our real life right now. That's what I've been just chilling, not trying to think about it. Not that I want it to go away, because it ain't going to tribulation for us. Ooh. Was the first 15 minutes interesting to you? Yeah. Joe and I are watching good old True Blood it's the last season. I'm gonna get to it, Sarah. Don't kill me. You know, some things it might be December. I'll be like, oh my God, y'all, because I gotta feel it or I won't pay attention. That's me now, short and gray. Get up, wet it, and go. Yep. See, all of that. Easy peasy is what I need in my life. I don't need nothing extra. Yeah. I don't know. Life changes so drastically, so quickly. I know it's a lot, but it makes sense as you go. Well, can I fast forward about 20 minutes in? Can I do that? No, thank you. Can I do that? Or is that going to just... Because, girl, that was a lot. It hit me fast. I was like, wait a minute. I thought this was about the monsters. Like, what is this? Okay, yeah, I'm going to have to do that then. I'm just telling you the truth, because some things are not safe. And and I don't want to go looking for a tree to chop down. So I just have to steer clear of certain things. Being found me like, yeah, get my little axe out here and time to go to the woods. It's time. It's time. It's time. I know I can't hit it, but listen here. Looks like I'm gonna need me some firewood. It's getting ready to be winter time. Listen, nope, not about to get me. I've been doing good, so I'm gonna just stay right here. I'm gonna stay right here. That's what I'm gonna do. Yep, I'm gonna stay right here. Listen, and keep a good axe, nephew. Sharp. You hear me? keep me a good one. You understand? So I got to steer clear, because if I want a big tall tree, it's going down. You hear timber? Boo. You hear me? Just steer clear. Right. That's, yep. Just steer clear of it. You got to know your limits. You have got to know your limits. Pretty cool. Right, that's what I said. I did already, girl. You ain't got to tell me. That ain't came back on my screen since I seen that. I said, nope, Sarah didn't say nothing about this. She said it was vampires and werewolves. This is not what she was talking about. And that's why I said, is that all the way through there all the time? Or is it just a rare occasion? You know, a rare occurrence? Because listen, it's a real thing. And I'm stronger than you know, but I don't know. That hit me very quickly. I was like, wait a minute, what is this? What's going on here? Hey. At least I'm honest. Right? I tell y'all the truth. So I hope you can respect that. I'm going to try it again. I'll try it this evening. I'll see. I'm going to fast forward past the first 20 minutes. And if I see some monsters or something that's interesting, then I'm going to go for it. Scratcher said it's almost every episode, but briefly for the most part. Oh, Sarah. All right. I'm going to try. I'm going to give you that. I'm going to try. I'm going to try. I know they be trying to appeal to the young kids, but some of that just be too much. I be like, this used to be on the scrambler box. That's how I be feeling. Who remember what a scrambler box is? Y'all remember the scrambler? But you got to be old to remember what a scrambler box is. Y'all remember the scrambler boxes? Y'all realize that the fire stick ain't nothing but a miniature scrambler box. Y'all remember that? Yeah. Nobody don't remember y'all grandma having a scrambler box? Yes. Last time I seen one was in 99. I didn't know they had them after that. Joe said yes. Do not. Don't do me, Sarah. Yeah. And so some of that, you feel like it should have been on there. That's what it feel like in the first five. Like a lot of TV right now feels like it should be in a place that is not so accessible to just everybody. I don't understand. Yeah. A lot of the stuff that used to be only, it didn't matter. You could not get it unless it was on whatever or went through that box. They need to do that again. Because even the parental controls, they've put so much of it in regular TV. Like, I still remember when you couldn't cuss on TV. Now the news station people be cussing and everything. I said, what is this world coming to? What's it come to? That you can cuss on the news. I said, did this nigga just say he did? They be cussing on the news. Playing rap music and everything. I said, what is this? There is no wholesomeness left on TV nowhere. You hear me? You don't find no wholesome TV nowhere. It used to be way more wholesome, and even not that the innuendos and things weren't there, but it just wasn't so blatant with everything. Now, commercials, everything, and that's why I just be like, I can't, because some stuff is too much. TV used to go off at a certain time too. Now you can be online all night long. You can stream all night long. You can stream 5 different shows at one time. You can be just inundated with a whole bunch of just garbage all day long. Yeah. And that's how the devil wanted to be. Your mind don't have no time to sleep. Ricky Lake, Jerry Springer. Yeah. 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 They did. Don't forget Geraldo. Sally Jesse Raphael. Mm-hmm. All of them people. Just finished cooking some dinner, late work day. Okay, I hope you had a good day at work. I hope you had a great day at work. Nothing. I'm just talking. That's why I'm with my friends. Because I be irritated about the wrong things. You said, what's up tonight? And instantly I thought to grab that shirt. I've been doing this too long or something. I don't know. Yeah. It's crazy how TV has evolved now. There's no time to even disconnect. It ain't. I said my shirt. I thought to grab my shirt. Yeah. My shirt that say don't come in and ask what we talking about or what's up, just listen. That one. I said I ain't gonna do it. I just left it over there. I got you. That's why I didn't say nothing. That's why I didn't say nothing. I just said nothing. I got ready to, and I leaned over and looked at it, and then I said, it's not worth it, Circle. You don't got to do it every time. I did seed and CCCM with my niece, and it was a very emotional day. Now I'm cooking dinner. Oh! Did you? Really? I love you. Know I love you, Mr. Hardy. I love all of y'all. I do, except for the crazy ones. The crazy ones that come in here, I don't love them. I'm not gonna lie to you. But not the crazy ones. People probably think I'm crazy for real, don't they? I don't care. I don't. Because if I did, I would not be the way that I am. So then I must not care. Ain't nobody. Yeah, cause y'all crazy. Well, no. There's a difference. We already established that we all a bag of nuts. Everybody already established what kind of nut they are. We established that. We did. But that's why I said the crazy people. I didn't say the nuts that come in here because we are nuts. We're pistachios, spicy Mexican nuts, Brazilian nuts. We are, some people want to be pumpkin seeds. I don't think that counts as a nut, but we're going to leave it. Uh, Cashews, honey roasted peanuts, and the like. So that's fine. I don't mind the nuts. It's the crazy people I have a problem with. The crazy folks, like the really crazy people that just don't make no sense. I don't put pecans. Right. Ain't nothing wrong with a bag of nuts. It's the folks that don't even understand they crazy is the crazy people that I don't like to be around. Honey roasted cashews. Right. See, I don't mind that. It's the people that don't know they crazy. I can deal with people that know they crazy. I don't want to talk to nobody that don't know they crazy. That it'll drive me crazy. Because you're going to try to make it seem like I should understand what you're saying or what you're doing, and you don't even understand what you're doing or saying. So that doesn't make any sense to me. It don't make no sense to nobody in the room but you. That part. That part. That part. So I've been looking on the internet. I've been looking on the internet, and it is just very interesting to see how many things are happening in this world. I try to share as much as I can. I know they are hiding most of my posts. There's a lot of stuff going on with all of my social media. Like, no joke. It's starting to weird me out a little bit. You hear me? Of course you can. You can be whatever kind of nut you want as long as you're not a crazy person that don't know they crazy. That's the only, I'm telling you. You can be whatever kind you want. People ask could they be sunflower seeds. They have asked a number of yeah, a number of things they've asked for. I'm fine as long as you are a nut that has what do you call it, manners and whatnot. Then yeah, it's fine. But crazy folks that don't know they crazy, I don't want to deal with those kind of people. Absolutely not. A walnut, right. All of that. All of it. Mm. So to those of you, I really don't want to teach, but we can talk about it. Um, for those of you, nope, I made me a shrimp burger, and it was fire. That's why I'm trying not to go to sleep. I made me a Cajun shrimp burger. It was real good, and had a side of dill pickle on the side, kosher dill. Yeah, that's what I had. Took the whole process of freezing it, and then it was good. It was really crunchy and juicy and amazing. And I didn't make two. I only took out enough shrimp to make one, and I chopped it up and made it into the patty, put it in the freezer, did my little bun with some butter on it. It was good. It was good. I had my little Old Bay and whatnot. It was nice. Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie to you. It was a tasty thing. I didn't feel as heavy as I normally do, but I definitely felt the sleep coming on, so I figured I'd get on here and talk to y'all for a minute before I lay down. And I really didn't have much to talk about until you throw down in the kitchen. Let's try to plate for some Chinese food. And oh, I forgot you here with me. Bet. Bet. You City, I can meet you. You City, you City, you City. You hear me? I can do something like that. You just wait. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. You said I need in on the food exchange. Listen, listen, so I gotta be in a mood, but definitely, like, I don't know. I want my kids to come to me this holiday. I don't want to travel, and if they don't want to travel, I'm just gonna be cooking at this house. I don't want to travel. Oh, oh, I'll be right back. I will be right back. Hold on. Y'all heard about this? Ah! Power went out, and these are my emergency lights. Only two. Come on! It did. Ah! Y'all, my homegirl just texted me, and the power went out of their house, and she got her emergency lights clicked on. This is starting to make me real happy every time it happens. I want y'all to understand that. You hear me? She on the West Coast too. Wow. It makes me happy every time I get one. Y'all hear me? Look, I'm trying to tell you. I've been dreaming of hosting a holiday meal for a couple years because I want it like it was when I was a kid, right? Me and my kids, we'll still do that. But I don't want to drive this year. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Thank you. You helped me remember.
As of 2 o'clock this afternoon, there's a total of 107 confirmed cases and 5...
What is Legionnaire disease? I heard about it before, but what is Legionnaire disease? Somebody know? I didn't go look it up because I heard about it before, but I was just going to ask y'all. Y'all know what Legionnaires is? Legion heirs. It's a bad pneumonia. You lose full muscle control. Severe pneumonia. And it's called Legionnaires. Respiratory infection from the air conditions by Legionella bacteria. Interesting. So they said in North Laverton, which I guess is somewhere in the UK or something, in Melbourne. Where is Melbourne? No, that's Australia, right? Melbourne is Australia. Oh. 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 What if they about to use the Olympics to take everything back to every country of the... Never mind. I didn't say that. Oh. Because don't the Olympians go on like a tour or something when they come back? Or no? Do they do a tour afterwards? Ah. Oh, sneaky, 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 you elite. Yes, Kamala Harris. I'm not voting for her. But that man saying her name lives rent-free in my mind. Oh my goodness. Well, that's an easy way to spread contagion. Oh. Oh. They visit cities and talk and do talk shows. Ooh. And all them people from everywhere. Right. And they're all going to go back to their country and anything. OMG. Listen. Oh. Oh. Y'all. What's today? The 10th? Okay. Okay. I wasn't talking about Legionnaires spreading. That's not what I was thinking about. That is not the one. I guarantee you that's not the one I was thinking about. Mm-mm. Yeah. Yep. Easiest way to get it to every country on the planet if you plan on um it's glitching. Right. Because they picking up on what I'm saying. You hear me? Y'all know. Read between the lines. The easiest way to get whatever you want to get out is to have people from every continent, the islands and everything, be in one space. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Is to be airborne. That's it. Anything. That's yeah. And I've been seeing people talking about don't travel, don't travel, don't travel. Everybody around the world, like it's people from all around the world traveling, people going to watch from all around the world. That's nuts. It's a person from every continent, every country, whatever it is, there. That's the easiest way. And if you incubate 14 days, whatever, everybody's leaving at the same time. Wow. Mm-mm. Remember we talked about this on the 10th. Dengue fever is rampant here in Trinidad, spread by mosquitoes. I saw something about dengue fever the other day. Interesting. And seeing as how stuff has nanotechnology, they know how to make it activate at whatever time they want to. And I'm sure everybody probably had to have some type of immunizations before they went. The players. Right. That luggage that has to be transported, all of it. Hmm. So now y'all feeling what I'm saying. Interesting. We just gonna leave it. We just gonna leave it, but planting the seed, hopefully, that you'll be thinking about what the, yeah. Not only that, you have a lot of military that's flying in right now too, right? Isn't there a lot of military that's flying? And they travel commercial too, right? Right? Okay. We done seen plenty of times a person in a movie get on a plane and they've uh, uh, purposely been injected with something that will spread, and then they have the antidote to that thing in their pocket or in a briefcase, right? Just a random looking dude with a random looking hat on, with an orange shirt and some khaki pants or some little cargos. Got his sunglasses on, he's got a backpack, he just looks regular. Regular, degular, schmegular. Or am I tripping? Ain't that always in the movies? Yes or no? Yeah. Don't y'all think so? Uh-huh. Okay. I need to go back and watch. Is that in there? I was thinking more of Angels and Demons. Y'all remember Angels and Demons? Uh-huh. Dante's Inferno. Yeah, all of that. Mm-hmm. All of it. Yeah. Well, just know we took a note of it today, and that's not saying anything's gonna come out of it, but it is interesting to me. Right? It's very interesting. That's interesting. Yeah. That's very, very interesting to me. It is. So I just pay attention. And that's not even, we don't even gotta say nothing about it. But it is interesting. Okay, let me ask y'all a question. Yeah, do y'all think it's, I've been blocking a lot of people lately. I have. I've been blocking a lot of people because I notice that again, I, I just be seeing stuff, and so I just keep blocking folks. And it's people that some of the people have been a part of us, but I be seeing little funny stuff, and it don't matter how many times I try to tell myself that's not what that is, and then I see it again, and I'll be like, ugh. So I don't like for people to play in my face. So it's a person that a lot of people know his face, and I was like, yeah, because you just be, some of the stuff be weird, and it's like, you're not gonna come over here and get information and then talk crazy really about what I like do. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's a slap in the face, and so I feel like if whatever it is, whether it be religious or whatever it is that I do over here, I didn't get to this information for you to steal without religion. And so then if religion ain't your thing, then I just need you to not come over here and be watching me, because no, I'm not a religious person, but it be feeling weird to me. Because all of the information that you be reporting, a lot of it be from my classes. And then you will say some weird stuff. So I blocked. some folks, because I be seeing stuff, and I know I'm not crazy because I've been seeing it, and I was being nice. But get your own information. Not gonna come over here and then talk crazy about my dad. Nah, you get it how you get it. And that might be ugly or petty, but I'm not doing it. Sometimes you come in here and get information before I even get out of my class, and you've already done a post on it before I already get out of here. It's weird. So then you're gonna have to find it somewhere else. Because a lot of the information you be stealing, sir, I didn't get to it, and you wouldn't even have a following probably, because most of your content be a lot of the stuff that I teach over here. And for you to get on there and talk crazy about my dad, yeah, no, you won't get nothing else from over here. Sorry. And that could be CERCA being petty, and is. Because, no. It's a few people I've been blocking. Yeah. Hope you got a backup, and once I found out that you were unblocking that one too. Y'all, I don't know. I'm tired of that. Steal my content and then talk crazy on the slide while still being a part of my community. That's weird. And we're not going to do it anymore. Because my spirit of discernment is real, whether people believe it or not. And I be seeing y'all, some folks, and I'm not talking about my real folks. I'm talking about the folks that come over here, get information, to make content. And then every time they want to talk crazy about my dad. Well, guess what? I already know a lot of content that you have. You wouldn't have it if my dad wouldn't have told me where to go find it, whether you religious or not. So with that, I'm going to tell you to go find whatever it is you do and find your information over there. Let your whatever give it to you. Because I get offended. I ain't talking about, I'm not defending no religion, but I do defend my dad because he defends me. You hear me? And that's funny to me. You're not going to be in my class getting stuff and then lightweight talking crazy about what I do. And I seen it. And I said, oh, okay. And I've seen it a few times. And so I said, blocked. Don't come over here. You don't need to be a part of my community. No, thank you. It's weird to me because I don't go on Satan's page studying to go. That's weird. Be a part of the community, but talk crazy about what the community represents. You're weird. I'll be right back. Not on my stuff. Now you can go play with them other folks, but not over here. All right, y'all. Sorry about that. I think people are crazy. And if the community don't speak for itself, proof is in the pudding. Poof. It's just right. I think that's weird to come in here, be a part of my class, but be like a silent type watcher. Take all the information that you learn over here and go use it to make content, but then be trying to lightweight talk crazy. Like, I don't play that. I don't play with fake people in my face. I don't care if it's on the internet or in real life. I do not do fake people. And I feel like that's fake for you to come over here, and a lot of your content in the last 2 years has, I know, been for what you got over here, because sometimes before I can even get out of my class, you're putting out content about something I taught about that in the last 30, 45 minutes. And then for you to say that offended me, and so you stay over there. Period. Because you know what this community is based on, whether you acknowledge that or not, is based on a certain thing. Now, I don't have to, it ain't no church, and it's not a religious organization, but you know what I stand for. And so if that ain't what you want, don't come over here trying to get none of, don't do that. Go find it from whatever your source is, and don't be trying to use my dad for information to get you a little change in your pocket. You better go look somewhere else. As you shouldn't ring the alarm and put them boxing. And don't, nephew. I'm trying to tell you, I've been blocking a lot of creators, a whole bunch of them. And I ain't talking about people in our community. I'm talking about creators. I've been blocking them because I be seeing stuff. And yep, we not about to keep doing that. I don't care either. I don't want your follower if you over here as a spectator. Either participate or rotate. Listen, it's weird to me. I'm trying to tell you, participate or rotate, babe. That's it. That's all. And what I mean by that is, if you don't agree, don't come over here to get your content. I'm trying to tell you, it's crazy. People weird. I won't be doing any of that. I'm sorry. Moving on. Oh, I know you did. I ain't even laid down, nephew. I made me a little sandwich. I made me a shrimp burger with the Cajun seasoning and whatnot. It was real, real good. And then I didn't want to go to sleep, so I stayed up with y'all. And I ain't really got nothing to talk about because I really don't want to talk about the world ending. Not right now, I don't. I done made me a pineapple lemonade with a little bit of adult beverage in it, and I just don't want to talk about it. Content plagiarism is real. Call them out. You know what, nephew? I would be calling out so many people on this here internet, I wouldn't get no time to talk to y'all. I would never have time to talk to y'all. You hear me? I wouldn't. I would not have no time to do what I'm doing. So I just block them. When I feel it and it be weird, I just block them. That's what I do. That's easier for me. You know what I mean? Because I don't do weird folks like that. I don't. And that's the only thing I don't like about this party DNTT. It's the weekend. I know. We ain't had a Friday night turn up in forever. We ain't had a Wednesday night turn up in forever. Good night, Pumpkin. We ain't did none of that. We ain't turned up in a minute. So let's try for next Friday. That way y'all can be prepared and I can be prepared. Cause I know once I drink this, I'm gonna be ready to get into bed. I just came on here to talk to y'all, and so cause I didn't want to go to sleep at 7:00. Yes, I'm using y'all to stay awake. Y'all use me to get through y'all work days, so we use each other. Come on, you said drink, and my 2 steps passes out drinks. We gonna turn up. Get your chicken wings and stuff ready. We gonna turn up next Friday. But y'all use me, so we just use each other when it comes to time. Y'all be one. You said one love always in the bed. I know that's right. You said I don't mind, Auntie. Listen, yeah, not this evening, y'all. I feel like an old lady. I'm gonna be honest. I'm in a middle place, and I don't know what this is. Can y'all tell? I'm in a middle place. Is anybody picked up on that? Y'all know every damn thing else about me. When I'm about to cuss somebody out, when I'm trying to calm myself down, if I'm about to say something slick, I'm in a middle place, and I don't really know what this is. I'm not going to bed yet. I'm hanging with y'all. Oh, okay. Look, everybody telling Naisha night night. See? Have y'all noticed? I'm in a middle place, and it's not like I'm bad or good. It's just, yeah. So, I don't know what this is. It kind of feels like a vortex, honestly. Or like, you know how like when you go down a hall, not a hallway, but through a vacuumed space, like you know how like you can go through like some kind of like cleaning thing or something, and it's like everything else outside, all you can hear is like the blowers or whatever, you know what I mean, like a sterile space. You know how kind of like that sound is just quiet, like white, like that. Yeah. Not like a Black Mirror episode. Well, I guess my ex-husband used to watch it. I couldn't get into it, and he would come try to talk to me about it. But I guess it was good. I guess because it kept him interested. I know it had a lot of scientific stuff in it, and it happened in Indiana, so he was happy about that. Yeah, but he did one show I did watch with him, and it was the one where the man was trapped inside the woman, and the woman was trapped inside of somebody else. Plays Under the Influence by Chris Brown. You know what? It ain't much in here. I'm just chilling. We have had to take in a lot of information. You hear me? And can I be honest with y'all? And I always am, but I'm just saying. So it spooks me out when my dreams start coming to pass. Not that they don't all the time, but when the really important ones start coming, it kind of gives me not anxiety. It's just different when you're dreaming it and you know it's coming compared to like getting on TikTok, getting on the news, or getting on here and y'all telling me the things that are happening. Like y'all see, we listen to what the man said is supposed to be happening tomorrow. I feel like I didn't even know that was happening. But if y'all ain't paid attention, like when it's a lot of stuff going on in like that international climate, I don't be myself. And I don't even have to exactly know what I was going on, but I just be off. And it's been proven too many times on here, right? But for that, whatever is getting ready to go on tomorrow, that prayer could be opening up a portal. It's a number of things that could be tomorrow. You hear me? We wasn't in class today. They praying over the Temple Mount where they gonna put the Antichrist at tomorrow. It's a big deal. And just like we just watched in
Suspected cases.
Tribulation Force, what? Hold on. And I know I didn't pass it that fast. Girl.
And ladies and gentlemen, here we go. I told you, August is going to be a bumpy ride. Okay, so today is August 9th. It is not the 9th of Av. The 9th of Av is actually Monday, Tuesday. Now, we've talked about the 9th of Av before, but we'll talk about it again. The 9th of Av, historically speaking, biblically speaking, is when the worst things happen to Israel. But guess what's happening this Sunday?
Tomorrow.
Right before the 9th of Av, in Jerusalem. Something that has never happened since Israel became a nation in 1948.
Thank you.
The Jews in Jerusalem will be forming a human chain around the Temple Mount, praying for the temple. Israel's security forces will be protecting them. On top of that, we know about the red heifers and that they have them, and lately they have been practicing how to sacrifice the red heifers on the Temple Mount. They've been doing it. They've been practicing it on the Temple Mount.
That's what's happening tomorrow. That's what's happening tomorrow. More of the beginning of the end, or the middle of the end, or whatever you want to call it. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. It's beginning. They got to consecrate it so the Antichrist can get in there. We know Jesus ain't came back. Right. Ain't that crazy? That's crazy. And I'm beginning a 6-day water fast. Okay. Y'all don't think that's interesting? I don't know. I honestly don't know, but those are big things happening spiritually tomorrow. That's a spiritual thing that's going to happen tomorrow. And the fact that we just... One Love, I thought you was in the bed. I thought you was going to bed. How you done popped up with a mind blown girl? She in the bed like, well, I guess I'll just watch it till I go on and fall asleep. Listen. Y'all don't remember us just watching Tribulation Force? Where did Israel have the armed guards at in Tribulation Force? Tell me. Nobody watched it? Did y'all pay attention to that part? Yeah. Y'all remember what they was guarding? At the Wailing Wall? Yeah. The Wailing Wall. And what was in front of the Wailing Wall? Well, they wasn't guarding the 2 witnesses. They was trying to make sure the witnesses didn't kill nobody. Because they shot at the witnesses, remember? I would like to be a fly on the wall for all the festivities and wonder what he is going to do and look like while the whole thing is going on, and how the world is going to, he going to switch up on the world. Nephew. This is not for no reason. Like, when I found that, I said, wait, that's not good. And they've been practicing, so they get ready to do it. All I'm going to say is this. I just do not see, and I'm going to say this, and that's it, how Christians don't understand what's happening right now. It's mind-blowing to me. Y'all don't think this is crazy? The day after we go watch them putting Israeli guards around that area, damn near shoot to unalive, we watch the show, and then tomorrow it's going to be a reality. Not that Enoch and them going to be there, but those armed guards, and they saying what's happening tomorrow. Here we go. has never happened. Y'all heard that part? I need y'all to hear the NEVER part.
I told you, August is going to be a bumpy ride. Okay, so today is August 9th. It is not the 9th of Av. The 9th of Av is actually Monday, Tuesday. Now, we've talked about the 9th of Av before, but we'll talk about it again. The 9th of Av, historically speaking, biblically speaking, is when the worst things happen to Israel. But guess what's happening this Sunday, right before the 9th of Av, in Jerusalem? Something that has never happened since Israel.
You heard something that has never happened. And God said that we were going to see things that the last world didn't even see. They sleep tucked in like newborns, but I can see how social media is playing a factor in how the news broadcasts are shielding certain things. Listen, nephew, I just wonder why they spirits ain't moving them. That's what I'm worried about. There are a lot of Left Behind movies. Guess I'll binge watch them tomorrow. Yeah. Start at the ones in 2000 though. Please. Y'all don't think that's crazy? Something that has never happened is happening tomorrow. Interesting. And then normally the day after tomorrow is normally not a historically good day. Interesting. Okay. I pay attention to words like never. I pay attention to words like never. I do. I rewatched, and there is so many details in that. I had to listen. That first 15 minutes, nephew, the first 15 minutes of the one from 2000 and then the one from 2002, baby, the first 15 minutes of both of them movies is crazy. Did y'all see what he said in the first, 8 minutes? About one person having control over the one world currency. Y'all saw that? Left Behind, the Tribulation Force. You said you rewatching all of them tonight? Listen. Did y'all see that? That was in the first 9 minutes. I said, oh. Hey. You said what? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. I saw that. I said, oh. The food shortage, everything. I ain't going to tell it for those of you who haven't seen it, but if you've been paying attention to any of the classes in the last year over here, you should see a lot in that movie. You don't gotta watch the one with Nicolas Cage. I didn't care for that one. I wouldn't watch that. I mean, watch them all. I don't know. I didn't enjoy that one. The biggest picture in this plan is unfolding. Yeah, it's happening now. I said, well, we should definitely look for certain things to be changing. All things about the Russ join together. Oh yeah. Hold on. And things about joining together to attack the allowing and allowing citizens to count. They talk about getting together. No. What's happening in Colorado? what bothers me is this: God told us we do greater things, and He gives us all power. What you talking about? I got the code, nephew. I picked it up. I picked it up. I picked it up. Oh yeah, that's happening everywhere. That's happening. I just seen the stabbing in New York and some other stuff. Yeah, that's happening. Yeah, but you have to also understand that the end of this world is coming. And people want to skip over that part that God said He was going to destroy it, and so then they only think about the happy, jolly, unicorn part thoughts, and that's it. The stuff that got sparkles and twinkles in it. Well, you got to believe all of it. And at the end times, He said that the one world leader was going to be able to overcome the saints. So I don't know what people be wanting. Like, it's like they want to only believe the, a good message stuff. No, you got to believe Paul and them had to deal with the ugly stuff too. You hear me? They had to deal with all of that. So it's like Christians only want to deal with the nice spice, the fun parts, and then talk about they supernatural battles. You ain't had none. You ain't never had to run for your life because you believe in God. And we'll sing, I'm running for my life. I'm running for my life. If anybody asks you, you was not running for your life for Christ. You was not. Has anybody ever been choked out or punched in their mouth for something, saying something about Jesus to somebody? Be honest. But moving on. When have you had to actually physically fight for your life for believing in Christ? When? You ever had anybody try to unalive you for your belief in Jesus? Mm. Mm. Okay. Wish that was my story. Nigga, I had a nigga trying to choke the life out of me because I won't stop talking about Jesus. What you mean? In real life. Mm-hmm. In real life. So that's why it amazes me, and I'm going to be honest, that the battles that Christians be wanting to fight is with the people that don't have Christ in their life. Aren't you supposed to be fighting the battles for the people that don't have Christ in their life so that they can get to Christ? Isn't that, I thought that was the thing, or am I wrong? Like folks that's coming here and see me talking about God and try to argue, you do realize you're being counterproductive. Because whether you think they should be in here or not, they're listening to the Bible most times that they're here. But you would rather argue with me and fight with me instead of fighting with the devil. Well, see, my enemy is not Christian people. My enemy ain't other church folks. Though I don't view other people's religion as my enemy. I view Lucifer and his homies as my enemy, and the people that allow them to use them as my enemies. But I don't, you believing in Buddhism or whatever else it is, that don't make you my enemy. That don't have nothing to do with that. And I'm not going to fight with you when, if we both got God's spirit, we supposed to be fighting against the devil for these souls. And then they don't want to talk to me no more after I say stuff like that. I'm like, bro, God said he got sheep in many folds. So he didn't say they all gonna be sheep in many folds. Is I got people in Buddhism, I got people over here. You don't have to understand because it's above your pay grade. You see what I'm saying? That's why there is no, people say, are you a Christian? No, I'm not a Christian. I'm a follower of the Most High, the creator of everything that you see. I'm a follower of him and his son. They too busy trying to fight over the mic and who wig, look better, and trying to get a plane. Hold on. And trying to get to a plane so that they may not be able to use. Instead of fighting the darkness and releasing the love and wisdom. Come on, Mari. Instead of fight. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. That's why I don't have time to argue with you. That's why I be like, listen, can you please leave? I got better things to do. I'm not trying to argue about who's a better Christian. I could care less. Because we all was born sinners. So who's holy? Nobody. That's the church problem. They don't know who their enemy is. They still fighting about baptism. Come on! Church. Oh, they still fighting about who denomination is more saved than the other. And Lucifer is sitting in the back like, yep, I ain't got to do nothing. That's why I tell them we ain't fighting the same. We're not fighting the same fight. I promise you we're not. And that's why this is a school and not a religious organization. It's WOIU. That's what it is. We outside of all of that mess. International University. And looky, when we didn't put church on it, people read their word almost every day. They study the Bible almost every day. They go looking for stuff almost every day. Maybe if it didn't have all of those superficial names on it, people would be comfortable to just come there and release, everything that the devil put on them, but they can't. And so here they can tell us, and then they do whatever they're going to do. Not saying we go for anything, we don't, but we just hope we ain't judging you we don't judge you when you come over here. We don't care, because what you do, you got to give an answer for. What we do, we got to give an answer for. So I don't have to point no fingers at you, and God will do it. He gonna do it. He gonna do it every time. He's gonna tell you when you're wrong. He's gonna tell you when you offended somebody. That's a built-in system. They be dressed head to toe in designer. Listen. Stomping in the red bottoms. Let me ask you a question. Y'all don't see the form of godliness, but denying the power thereof? I can go in a Baptist church. I can go any church, any place where a person is speaking, and I am going to listen. If I don't agree, you know what I get to do? Get up, take my keys, and leave out. Right? I done been to plenty of churches, and I was like, maybe he a guest speaker. I'll come back next week, because baby, I don't know who this man is. Because the nigga didn't understand nothing he said. He been up there 35 minutes, keep asking for money, and baby, I ain't learned not one scripture. Come on, kids, let's go. You hear me? It's time to go. No. And it's sad because if you were to call probably most of your pastors, they don't know that stuff is going on tomorrow. They don't know that they're practicing to sacrifice these red heifers that they've been waiting 2,000 years to find. They don't know that they about to have this prayer visual around the Temple Mount, where the new temple has already been built, that the Antichrist is going to sit in while we are having an economic crash. Y'all do realize that all of that is going, the only thing that ain't happened is the people that came up missing. But other than that, if you watch those two movies, the food shortage, everything, the one world currency, the chaos, is it not in our news? Isn't it? So you read this Bible that you about to be getting ready to slap folks upside the head with it, but you don't even see what's happening right in front of your face. That's why I be irritated. That's why I be irritated. I don't care what the pastor do. Do whatever you want. But you have a responsibility to tell these people the truth and what's happening, and you can't even see it. Will what people be leaving? What people? Happening right before our eyes. I'm trying to tell you, I just don't understand. And they keep talking about, well, when it starts happening. That's what I hear the most. CERCA, when I get my 40 acres and a mill, you can come and I'll have a house for you on the property. All right. Oh, you talking about the rapture? The rapture should have already happened if the Antichrist is already here. And he's been here for 2 years. And now they've already rebuilt the temple. They're already getting ready to dedicate it. And who did the Bible say is going to sit in it? And blaspheme God and his name and those that are in heaven with God. What did Revelation, what did they say? What did they say about him sitting? And he going to blaspheme those that are in heaven and those that God and all the people that's up there with him. Ain't that what it said? The very temple they getting ready to dedicate? The one that they started building in 17 and it's done? Christ is king, I agree. But the Antichrist is going to sit in that temple and blaspheme God's name. This is scripture. Do I know who the Antichrist is? He came out 2 years ago. 2.5 now. Where was y'all at in 22 when the Jews found their Messiah walking in the desert? They celebrated at the Wailing Wall. They had all kind of stuff going on at the synagogues in New York and different places around the world. It's coming to pass as we speak. Tomorrow is a piece of it. Yeah. A lot of it is already happening, honey. No. Them pastors lied to y'all. There is no age of accountability. They lied. Because if that's the case, why did God drown babies in the flood? Where did y'all see when God sent his people in there to unalive folks that he let the babies live? I don't ever remember seeing that. He said unalive everything. Even the cows and the chickens. Sucks. People are like, I don't believe God would do that. Well, you don't have to believe it. But if you read your Bible, you should know. It's happened in there. In real life. Because these pastors then sold people a fluffy Jesus. A fluffy God. I'm trying to tell you. And it makes me sad. It is in the Bible. And that's why I don't understand. You said the whole plan was the ark? What do you mean? God wasn't going to flood the earth if people, there would have never needed to been a reason for it. He gave them even up until 7 days before the flood to repent. They still wouldn't do it. Marshmallow religion. Come on. And it caught them off guard. And the Bible said people was going to be giving in marriage and drinking and partying and shopping and doing all these things. And the Son of Man, I mean, everything was going to it was going to start like birth pains. You never know when your water is going to break. It breaks when it's ready. And that's what's happening right now. Your chances right now. He been screaming loudly. I mean, he said it when it's famine. They've been saying food shortage on the news for over 2 years. We already know that pestilence and disease is here. He said financial collapse. This is why people ain't going to be able to buy food without this thing or sell nothing, run their business, nothing. So, I mean, that's mind-blowing to me. He gave 120 years. How much time did they? Yeah. And then gave them down to the 7 days that before the flood, because no one was in the boat 7 days, sealed up prior to the flood starting. He even gave them another 7 days to it. If they would have changed their mind at any time during that 7 days, God wouldn't have flooded the earth, but they didn't. They didn't believe fat meat was greasy. As my grandma used to say. Forgiveness, baby, is for every God. God forgives. You can be forgiven for breaking into everybody. You was born a sinner, babe. Nobody was born clean. I don't know what they say. Oh, it's an innocent baby. Lies. That baby is a liar, a manipulator, a thief if you let him be, a hellion. They just be lying. Oh, it's an innocent child. Show me one person that was born that wasn't a sinner, and I'll show you a person that's telling you a lie. Because you don't get to contradict what God said. God said we was all born evil. And evil is what? Babies manipulate their parents at 2 months old. Once they get 6 months, they real good at it. Who born innocent and sweet and not manipulative? What? I keep asking everyone, are you ready to die for your belief in Christ or watch your loved ones die? Listen, I was so lost and so religious once upon a time. I did the whole routine and it was all for nothing. Then I found CERCA Talk about a full 360 and had to change my whole life. Listen, because God bust my head too. Listen, I used to be a 66er. That's why I can talk crazy to him. You know how they say like an alcoholic, or I always know another alcoholic, or like a person that used to do a certain thing, they always know, like a pimp always know a hoe, and a lot of pastors used to be pimps, and so then when the hoes come to church, they already know who to talk to, you know, like familiar spirits, like that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like that. Yeah. Yeah. So a lot of us was fake church people because the church teaches you to be fake. You cannot go in there and stand up like how y'all come and tell y'all business here, just all of it. You can't go in the church and still be treated the same. We know all y'all business. We don't care. We be like, hey, cousin, did you bring me something to drink? And what snacks you got? I ain't been here in 2 days. You go back in the church, they looking at you like you is full of feces, babe. No, or everybody know your business and trying to keep their husband or wife or kids away from you, whatever the deal is. Like, there's no forgiveness once you stand up and tell your testimony about what God. You always gonna be a rug addict, or if you told them you used to be a woman of the night, everybody is gonna look at you like that. Even though they call you a sister and brother, they don't. They call you a hoe, or they gonna tell when they introduce you, God delivered her from rugs. Instead of just saying, this is sister such and such, a blessing to our church. Oh, let me tell you her story. Let me tell you his story. That brother was on his way to jail and God did a miraculous thing. Why can't you just let him tell his own testimony? I'm listening, Sister Barbara. Why you introduce me by my sins if those sins, when I came to this church and got baptized, got washed off? Make it make sense to me. Oh, okay. And you said, and then plaster plate. Thank you. Be quick to tell other people's story. Why now you see why I don't like people trying to. Don't tell my testimony. Let me tell it myself. You wasn't there to live it, and that's what I like to hear. Your mama ain't telling us your story. Your daddy ain't telling us from their point of view of how they feel like you. We get to hear from y'all mouths how you was hurt, how you felt betrayed, or the horror, or whatever it is that you went through that had you in the place that you was, that you not in no more, that you can openly talk about it. Whatever that is, we do not look at you no different. We do not care. Because we can't put you in heaven or hell. But we do want to give you a free space to unload that mess. Day 70, woot woot. I came off my last prescription and it was an estrogen patch. I never thought I would let that go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh. Come on. Come on. You said what? We got some more coming up off the prescriptions too. Don't trip. We got some more. And I'm proud of you. 70 days is a long time. Yeah. You said that's why churches always need wise elders. I'm going to be honest with you. I grew up in the PAW. I grew up in the Pentecostal Assemblies of the World, UPC, PCAF, all of that. I done been to Baptist. I done been to Methodist churches. I've been to Presbyterian churches, Catholic churches, non-denominationals, all of that. I grew up PCAF, but I went out looking. And it didn't matter because the organizations have rules. And a lot of those rules, coming off prednisone after 5 years, come on. And is. Listen, you said you went to a Pentecostal church and they tried to push you on the ground. Yeah, it's a lot of that. It happens everywhere. It ain't just in Pentecostal. I just told you I went to all of them. I went to all of them. You right, and I have the same background. Listen, I'm trying to tell you. I done went to a Jehovah's Witness meeting and all of that. Yeah. And one of the things that I found is that they all got the same views. Most of them. I ain't been in no church that don't, like, you can come and talk about who you used to be and they still openly accept you and treat you the same. I have not been to one because I know people that were Jehovah's Witness and they disowned their kids, just like my mama had basically disowned me because the church was like, whatever. I've known Baptist people that have disowned their kids, Catholic people that have disowned their kids, and all of this was because they was worried about how the church people was going to feel about it. Not how God felt, but how the church people was going to feel. So, And that's what we do over here, because folks been told all their business. All. And when they come in here, we still speak to them the same way. Scoot over. Yes, you can sit by me. Did you bring the snacks? We don't care what you used to do. What snacks you got? Did you bring the snacks? That's all we want to know. We do not care. Did you bring the snacks for class? That's it. Baby, other than that, we do not care. God can change whatever it is. You are not the only person in here to deal with it. I promise you. So find your partner that live the life that you live and get your snacks, and let's get this in. We don't care about none of that. Come on. That part, Miss Bolton. That part. We do not care. We don't. Is you trying to stay that way? Now we care if you ain't trying to change. And we don't mean change to be like us. We mean change into whatever God wants you to be. That's what we want you to do. We want you to get to know how you caused yourself, all of that, like what you brought on yourself, what haven't you dealt with, so that we can get past that, so you can be healthy and happy, honey. We do not care. We want to see the joy of the Lord in your life for real. We want to see the Spirit of the Lord moving through you for real. And we've gotten this, we've been able to see it more times than one. More time, we didn't see probably thousands now. I would safely say we've seen thousands of transitions since we've been here. We could easily say thousands, not hundreds, thousands for sure, because even our nieces and nephews is doing better in school. You know what I'm saying? So there's transition happening with children and grandchildren. Even, I can't remember who it was. Her grandbaby said, Grandma, you used to be a mean grandma. Now you a nice grandma. Yes, work on you, but bring the snacks. Right. Just don't forget the snacks. Don't forget the snacks. Every man must work out their own salvation. I have no judgment to pass or offer. Come on. Come on. Come on. Now, I ain't gonna lie. And like I said, all my life, I had to fight. No, all my life, even as a young child, God took me to ministers. And he used to have me pointing out things to them that was crazy. I told y'all this. The first one was my grandmother, who was the pastor of my church, and I got put out at 10. But I didn't know that some prophets are also judges. I didn't know that. Okay? And so then all the times that the leaders would pick on me, or I would go have a conversation with them, and then all of a sudden they don't like me and all of this stuff, I didn't understand that it was because I could see them. I was a kid, so I didn't really know how to. And don't forget your manners and book supplies. Yeah, books and supplies. That's right. In real life. So for me, it do be a little different, because sometimes when I do come into people's lives, I am telling them judgment, and it's a scary thing, and that's why sometimes I don't like connecting with people. Collard greens, candy yams, sweet potatoes with chicken and cornbread. I need a full meal for my throat chops. I know that's right, Auntie. That's what you made today? Dang. You hear me? So there are different, no, and what I mean judge, not like judge people, but God has sent me to tell a person, you need to get your affairs in order. You're not going to be alive. That's judgment. You see what I'm saying? What do I know about fasting a lot? How many prophets you know don't fast? That part. I don't know. Yeah. So this is the thing. Like, you know, everybody thing ain't the same. And like I said, this is why I used to run from people. Well, then you... Okay, so, Neil, let me tell you this, though. You have to be careful with fasting. See, a lot of people don't tell you when you're fasting, you're in the spiritual realm. So you have to make sure that it's God telling you to do that, because you are opening your spirit up to entities that will play tricks on you if you don't know who and what and where and why. When you start fasting, that's when spirits start coming to see you at night. That's when stuff start happening in your home, because the entities don't want you to do that. And people just be telling me, oh, you need to go on a fast, you need to do this. And this is why people be crazy, for real. Because you need to even understand what's happening while you're fasting, and understand the... Okay, so this is the thing. So when, okay, fast for wisdom and knowledge, right, is a good thing to fast for. Understanding, right? Because I'm going to tell you something, and I joke about it, but it's the real thing. I used to cry and tell God, enlarge my territory. Just sing it to the top of my lungs. And baby, let me tell you something. Sometimes you can ask for something because you understand when you get the real, like if it's a spiritual armor that you're asking for, you only need armor. What do you need these two things for? Right. Right. And you have to be trained in battle in order to fight, right? That's what basic training and all that is. And then you get your specialty, and they find out if you can swing a sword or you good with the battle axe or whatever else. People just be telling people to do stuff, and it could be crazy, because you're opening yourself up to the spiritual realm. And if you don't quite complete understand how the spiritual realm work, you realize that as soon as you get in this armor, people are coming to attack you. The spirits are coming, like they're doing that. So definitely go into prayer deeply. I'm not saying don't fast. I'm saying ask God to help show you the effective way to fast. Because the enemy is going to start trying to play tricks on your mind. Like, it's a whole thing when you're fasting. And people just be giving out information like, oh, yeah, do this, do that. But you're not realizing that if you don't know that person's spiritual strength and you tell them to go 4-5 days without food, you see what I'm saying? And they're not knowing how to go into intercessory prayer or even drink certain juices and things before they go on a fast. And I'm talking about dry fast, no food, no water type stuff, right? Because that's the kind of fast I used to have to do. I couldn't drink or eat anything. Right. Mm-hmm. Right. So you definitely have to be careful, Neil. I'm serious, honey. You gotta make sure that you are giving your body the nutrients prior to that, like carrot juice and apple juice and all kind of other stuff. You know what I'm saying? You said you're not. Well, I mean, this is a time. Listen. Oh, okay. That's still something though. But you still have to, it's a way to do it. And I'm not saying don't. You're still a baby. Okay, yes. So pray. Do me a favor. I'm not saying don't go on a fast just yet. But how about you do 7 days of dedicated prayer in that same, like, you know what I mean? And ask God to give you something each and every day that is going to help you. Because, baby, you have to be very careful. Like, playing on it. Basic, okay, if I can put it in a sense, when Christians fast, it's almost like astral projecting for Satanists. Does that make sense? It's like opening up a spiritual vortex in your house. Because the enemy knows when you're fasting. They know this. This is why they try to have people call, your ex to call, all this old stuff. You hear me? So with that, okay, you have to understand, like, prayer before fasting is a very good thing. Go in a consecration where you're just praying and you're asking God to speak to you and all of these different things, because you are literally opening yourself up to the spiritual realm when you fast. So if you don't have a full covering on you and folks got you going and playing, the devil don't care if you don't know for sure. He's always going to want to take advantage of you when you're most vulnerable. Well, when you're most vulnerable is when you're doing stuff and you really don't even know how it works. You see what I'm saying? Right. So your prayer life before you ever start fasting has got to be strong. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got to have a strong prayer life in order to make it through certain fasts and stuff like that. Because if you don't, the devil can play with your mind. Man, listen, y'all don't know. I'm trying to tell you, I know some people, and they listen to folks, and dang near ended up, like, in some crazy situations for real. Have you ever seen the movie Insidious? I'm about to show you something. You ever seen the movie Insidious with the little boy? Okay. Y'all remember how he kept telling his parents, when I go to sleep, I fly away from my body and blah, 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 blah. Well, he was able to go into the spiritual realm in his sleep, right? That's not an evil movie. See, look how the devil done tricked you. That's the spiritual warfare that's, okay. You might want to go watch it, because this is what they do. Once you get into the spiritual realm, they do not care how, if you don't know how the spiritual realm works or not. They want you to not know. That's what deceit is. A person that's trying to deceive you is a person that doesn't want you to know that they're trying to deceive you. All the spirits was trying to run to that baby's body. He was out of it, and them spirits was trying to possess it, and they was willing to do whatever they could. Okay, so when you go into the spiritual realm, it's the same thing like that. You're dealing in the spiritual realm. And there are old beings and things that have been here a long time that understand how to manipulate people. So if your prayer life is not strong and you get to playing in the spiritual realm, it can bring havoc. And prayer and fasting is good, but it is also a way that you have to do it. There are things you need to train your body and different things like that. It's a lot of stuff. You can't just be crazy. I'm for real. And that's scary to me, because people just be spouting out stuff. And they don't help people understand the, you know what I'm saying? The whole part of it. They just want to sound like whatever, but baby, when you start, honey, when you start fasting and praying, you have got to have a strong mind, because you are now entering a realm that we cannot see, but they'll come see you. They'll come visit. They will come visit, honey. Kids be screaming and hollering, talking about it's something in my closet, all kinds of stuff. Like a nightlight in pure darkness to everyone who is aware, yep. And the stronger you get, the brighter that light gets, yep. And light attracts all things. If you are not prepared, they are going to wear you down. Come on, wear you out and will. It's just like them people that he said, Paul I know, and Jesus or whoever. He said, but who is you? They casting out demons by other people's names, got their tails handed to them, left beaten and bloody. You do not want to go playing in the spiritual realm, and you don't understand. I did not know this about fasting. Thank you, CERCA. Now it makes sense why things always went crazy when I tried to fast in the past. Oh, the devil don't want you to fast now. He understands that when you neglect your flesh. Okay, everything that Lucifer appeals to is this. It feels good to this. But it eats away at your soul. So anytime that you try to strengthen your soul more than your flesh, oh yeah, he on it, because he knows if he can keep this acting up and keep this moving like it wants to, he ain't got to worry about your soul, because it's gonna die off after a while. You're not gonna be the same. You hear me? My allergies. Because you always got this thing covered up with t-shirts and stuff. You hear me? So understand, you have to be careful, and you have to be taught. Just like you have to be taught war strategy and army, how to be a soldier, you have to be taught how to be a soldier in the army of the Lord. And a lot of these pastors don't want to. They want to give you surface stuff, and this is why people is out here bad, because they have not been trained properly in spiritual warfare. Matter of fact, where is it? Oh, one of them already out here. These two books, if you think you want to go into spiritual warfare, you need to read them and pay very close attention. This one and this one. You can download them on ebooks too and take your notes. It's on YouTube also. Didn't know that. Thank you, A Good. Yeah. So if you want to be an intercessor and understand spiritual warfare and all of this book and this book, you'll be like, okay, wait, Lord, so I need some training. You said it's our duty under biblical doctrine to walk in authority. It is. But you have to understand. Okay, I don't know. Listen. You asked me, and I'm telling you. You cannot go. The devil don't care about you not knowing. So if you don't know, yes, we all have to be trained. We do. All gotta be trained. My sister and mother-in-law told me I was that, and I told her I don't want it. Well, you need to know what you're dealing with. Come on, Samantha. That's why I said a lot of Christians don't know their enemies. How you fighting a fight and you don't even know what the enemy look like? And I'm gonna be honest, not trying to come for you, but so many people say, "Oh, I couldn't watch those evil shows," and those are the shows that tell you how the enemy work. It be right in your face. Coma spirit, this demon, mental illness, which the Bible and the doctors say the same thing. Bipolar is a mental illness. The Bible says a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Basically, if you got a double mind, it's sick. And they have diagnosed it and give you a pill for it, even though the Bible and God say the same thing. Bipolar is a double mind, mental illness. The mind is not well. Okay, All of these things, and then when you look at it, they say it's a persona. Well, if you look up the definition for persona, a lot of times they say evil spirit. And when you have multiple personalities, you have multiple personas, and they call them demons. Oh, well, I'll just be trying. That's why everybody got a different voice, a different story, a different name. They make the person do different things. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah. So the Bible and medicine be saying the same thing. The Bible and the medicine be saying the same thing. Not knowing and understanding equals you pop, sister, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Double is two, right? Bipolar is two minds. Nope. No. Double and bi is the same thing. And if you go look up the medical definition, it says a sick mind. And we know that when an evil entity comes into a body, that person does not think normally. This is what impulse things are and compulsive disorders. I don't want to do this. I know it hurts me. I know it hurts my family. I know it hurts, but I can't stop. That's because that spirit needs to have you defile your flesh and all these different things. Oh yeah. It's a real thing. Abnormal psychology is nothing but demonic oppression. All the abnormal things that are happening in your mind, it's demonic oppression. No, I'm not. It's demonic oppression. This is why okay, so Neil, do you have the OTP? You got this book? No, there's no reason to laugh. Why would you laugh, Neil? I'm gonna tell you why that should never be funny. Because Abraham was the daddy of both of them sons. You think he taught his sons something different? Or you think he taught them the exact same thing? He didn't teach one son one thing and one son something else. They just heard it the way that they heard it. You said, I'm a psych nurse and I've seen a lot. We got a couple of them here. The lie is somewhere. Have you ever read like the Quran or any of their books to match them up and see what they say? We don't, Samantha, we don't add people. Absolutely not. Okay, so I'm going to say this. Don't laugh, because Abraham's sons, he didn't teach them anything different. And I'm a parent. I can tell all four of my children the exact same thing. Each one is going to take what they want to take from my teaching. And I taught them all the same way. Those are two sons of Abraham. I know he didn't teach one thing, and if you line them up, a lot of it, even down to Buddhism, Hinduism, Mohammedanism, all of the Confucian, all of this is a lie from the father of lies. Where did he send Ishmael? Who is Ishmael? Who is Ishmael? Who is Ishmael's daddy? Abraham. Who was Isaac's daddy? Who is Isaac's daddy? Abraham. How many people in here are parents? How many people in here got more than one kid? So you taught all your kids something? Oh, so you a father of 6, bet. You teach all your kids something different, or do they all know dad's rules? Do all you gave all your kids should know your rules across the board, because dad is going to teach all the same rules whether they live with you or not. When they come back to visit, they know dad's rules, right? You don't teach your first, second, and third kids something, and then now you teach your 4th through 6th kids. You teach them all the same. How they interpret that information, if dad was serious, is completely different. All your kids, you have to parent your children differently, explain it differently, but you give the same information all the way across the board. That's exactly how it was with Abraham. Abraham was a just man. He gave both his sons the word. One son was away from his dad more than the other, but they got the same thing. And when you lay them out and you start to compare them, there's no reason to fight, because a lot of people won't read Buddhism, but if they read some of it, they would realize it was Proverbs and Psalms. Like, and I didn't put it together, like, no way. Just like a lot of Christians or whatever don't know that Brahma from the Hindu culture is this guy. Abraham becomes Brahma. And it's because the language has changed. And you know who that is over there? Saraswati. Sarah, that's just her name over there. Interesting. They have a river called the Gagar and Saraswati River, which is Hagar and Sarah. And I know that Abraham migrated into India. This I know for sure. There are people that were deified, but it's still all the same story. Manu, that's Noah. They got all these names, but you got to line them up and see, and people just be, oh, no, this, and oh, no, that. It be the same story. You hear me? So that's the scary part about how Lucifer has been able to divide people, because he got them fighting over the same story. There is a savior in every culture. Most of them is born or was revealed to the earth around December 25th. Buddha, this person, that person, Horus, and all of this. Or whatever. It's because it's all the same story. It is. Jesus was in Egypt. What do you mean? I don't follow any of it. I follow the Creator. I teach the Bible, but I don't just teach the Bible. I teach a lot of different stuff. And it's not saying that I'm all over the place. But when you understand that it doesn't matter if it's all the same story, it doesn't matter what you call it. Like people say, oh, they worship people with all the arms and this and that, or blah, 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 blah. That's the depiction of them. But did you go and read the history of what that supposed deity did? Did you go read any mythology about that deity, and you look it up and you said, this is Abraham? They made him look different, but this is Abraham. But then a lot of people don't believe that people had babies with animals and different beings back then too. Like a lot of people that don't know that Job's brother was Nereus, the god of the sea. He was a half fish man. Do you have the Old Testament pseudepigrapha, Mr. Neal? Do you have this, what we call the OTP? Okay. So you need to get this. You can get it on Amazon for $48. We do purchase this for people that cannot afford it. $48. But look at all the books that your Bible is missing, and this ain't even all of them. Just screenshot that for me if you can. You see that? The Apocalypse of Adam, the life of Adam and Eve. It doesn't even, your Bible doesn't even tell you that Adam and Eve had, like, the names of their other children. It tells you he had other sons and daughters. Okay? It says that in Genesis 5, in the lineage, but it doesn't even tell you when Eve died. You hear me? Yeah, but that's not all. You need the book of Adam and Eve so you can see what happened with our first father and mother. And Seth wrote this. There's a lot of other stuff in here that will help you. Yes, it's 2 books. It's a 2-book set. Okay, good job. You can actually go and start reading that right now on Sacred Text. There's a website called Sacred Text. See where it says the Apocrypha right there? You can read, sorry y'all. You can read about Mary when she was little. You can read about Joseph when he was little. I mean, not Joseph, Mary's mama. You tap on the Apocrypha and then see those books. Enoch, Adam and Eve. You can read these right now. And then you could click here and there's more. The Gospel of the Birth of Mary. The first Gospel of the Infancy of Jesus Christ. You can know what happened in Jesus when he was a little kid. Because the KJV is the most simple version of the Bible, literally. But there's so much more to it, to every story. And all of those stories go right hand in hand with your Bible. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, thank you, Mr. Neal. Please go and read. And honestly, it helps. And once you study the migration of the peoples, like out of Africa and where they all went, and you actually go and like look up the wars and where it says they were taken into captivity yet, and if they ever got to come back, or did they get captured by another country and then, or kingdom or whatever, and they got taken even further east or further south, like all of that stuff is important. And then you'll understand why, like, a lot of other religions and things like that sound exactly like what we do. And people are like, oh, they had it first. They all got it at the same time. This is another book, too, real quick, that'll help you with that. It's a beautiful timeline. It's 36 inches. We got it. We're going to open it up and rate it 1 to 10. It starts all the way at the beginning of time. Ah! See it? And it breaks down all of the bloodline. All of the bloodlines. Right. is. Vanna Black. It is. And it starts to break down all, I mean, it gets nitty gritty in there. Now it ain't all of them. I can't say all because they didn't include his other children, Adam and Eve's other children in here. It's like the line that Jesus was gonna come through and whatnot. But it also shows you, see how the Egyptians and the Asians were all living at the same time. What? The Wang Ti dynasties, all of these dynasties. And then you see there's a Pelegacy or whatever. So that's Italy. And then you see the Egyptians, the Phoenicians, then the Hebrews and stuff is up here. So it shows you that all of these people was living at the same time. The Asians, the Italians started, it tells you when Asia, all of these different things, you see? So then you don't be talking about who got it first and who got it second, because you'll realize when Thebes was running, so was the Wu Wang dynasty and the Chu dynasty and all of that. Oh, excuse me. And all of their wise men traveled from country to country talking to each other. It's the real Game of Thrones. If the Bible says all the wise men of the earth came to Solomon, why do we not believe that we should see some of Solomon's wisdom in other places in the world? Yeah. Well, I don't even know that it's held from us. God said to those that want to find it, he got it for them. He said, go deeper, seek higher. You know what I'm saying? He said, I got plenty of mysteries in my word, but a lot of people look over them every day. Like, how many times have you heard? I say this all the time. I just start there, Jasher chapter 10, and the pastor stops when it says, isn't it written in the book of Jasher? And they do that because they don't know where the book of Jasher is. Right. Right. So they'll start preaching when the sun didn't go, and all of that. Right when they get to the book of Jasher, they're not going to read that part. They're going to tell you to go to another scripture because they don't have the book of Jasher. But clearly the Bible is telling you, if you want to know what happened when the sun went down, you got to go read the book of Jasher to get the full story. You see what I'm saying? Go to Jasher chapter 10, verse 13. It says, is it not written in the book of Jasher? Right there. But if you go to the table of contents in your Bible, ain't no book of Jasher. So then if you was in college and they told you to go read page, you get down to the end of the paragraph and it says the rest of this reading is on page 329, you would have to go to page 329 to get the rest of whatever else you need for the story or for the homework or whatever. But we don't do that in the Bible. The Bible is so many other books and we don't go looking for them. But then the people that do is, oh, that's not in the Bible. Actually, it's listed there, but the Bible said that it was going to be mysterious. The word was going to be lost to the people that's going to be lost. So I don't plan on being lost. And so I started studying and not just reading. And then I saw things that weren't there before. Yeah. What book? Oh, no, I got bigger books than that. I built a whole shelf. Oh, now, wait a minute. You see it? It's a beautiful, this shelf is that high because of that book. This is a handcrafted shelf right here. It's got a beautiful space and it has just that much room right there. You see it? I built it. This shelf is only that tall right there because of that book. It's literally a half-inch taller than that book. Mm-hmm. You see it? I built that shelf behind me myself. They turned it down because he tries to give it to everybody. If you're reading your Bible, you should not be able to see it. I read a lot of them. Some of these books are gifted in the last 2 years. So, yeah. Ma'am, I got the 100 book apocrypha. Is that okay? I haven't read that one, but I see they just keep adding books. So I'm assuming that what they did was take like, I don't really know how the 100 book apocrypha is set up. But remember I told y'all they just be mixing them up. They mix up this and that. They not making their own apocryphas, but where it used to just be like the extra books that was in the Bible, and then you have the lost books that has like Nicodemus and all of that stuff in it, and then so it just depends on who is the author and what collection they put together. Because remember I told y'all, even in my Dead Sea Scrolls, a lot of the books that's in my Dead Sea Scrolls is in Nag Hammadi, the Old Testament Supagrapha, and the Lost Books of the Bible. Yeah. Listen, Neil, you can go watch a lot of my videos from the beginning over on YouTube, and it'll explain a lot of that. Because that's a very wide thing. Because the people that recognize the canon are the very people that worship the devil right now. It tells all their stories. It's a story in there about how they... Do I give classes? I have classes on YouTube, over 1,000 of them that I've done since February of 2022. So much so that YouTube put counting. We don't even know how many we have now. We just over 1,000. I do. My drink's still in here, nephew. It wasn't that much in there. Yeah. What do you mean classes now? If you go under my live tab, it's over 1,000 of them over there from February, really from May of 22 until now. No. You can watch them for free. They're over there just under the live tab. It's over 11. You can go all the way back to when we first started this. And we started and I had to break everything down to folks. You can go all the way back to the beginning. All the way back. Now, they're hiding a few of them. They're not letting a few of them get out. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just rocking because my legs hurt, nephew. My legs. I'm about to get off here. Neil. You're going to have to go. You can email me, but if you go, I guarantee you your questions will probably be answered. I'm not trying to be funny, but it's literally over 1,000 classes. And I have taken people that have never read the Bible and people that thought they knew the Bible. No, you're not annoying. I'm trying to tell you what the answers are, though. Yeah. So you just go on over there and play around. You can stop and go as you need to, skip a couple. Like, it's a lot of information. A lot. That's when I still had the energy to answer all the questions. And now I'm like, it's over there. You fast. Some of our classes are 7 hours long. Believe me, you are not going to run through them. Most classes 2 to 3 hours. You can go to my website, Trova CERCA. But before you ask these questions, I would hope that you will go and watch the classes, because a lot of those answers, because I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to be emailing you back and forth every other day. I'm not going to do that. So that's why I'm telling you, a lot of your answers could be, your questions could be answered just go looking around in the class, especially in the beginning, because I started at the most basic level from people that are just used to reading 66, and so that they could understand. And we went through how to find it and all of that kind of stuff. So I ask you, not that I don't want to answer your questions, but I'm not going to be able to email you back and forth every day. I'm not going to do it. So I'm just telling you, like, it's a lot of information. It's over 1,000 classes, and all the classes are 2. I can't promise you that. But if I've already taught the classes, okay, so now you get ready to be annoying. I love you, but I'm going to need you to listen. I need, no, no, no. You don't get to tell me no. I'm telling you, go over and watch the classes on YouTube, and a lot of your questions will be answered. God does not have me talk for nothing. Okay? So, with that, yes. Okay. I'll be right back. It's over 2,000 hours worth of classes, literally. I guarantee you're gonna find some answers over there. A lot of them. Okay, y'all. I'm about to go. I'm about to go get me some medicine and get in my bed and watch the TV till he watch me. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff over there. So much stuff I don't even remember the classes I taught. Yeah. Good night, y'all. I love y'all. I'm about to go. You just started the rewatches after being here for a while. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff over there. It's a lot of information, especially in the beginning because I was interested in getting it all out to people. It's not that I'm not now, but I didn't taught so many classes. Like, it's over there. And you can go at your own pace and watch it. And I will tell you this. I was a little abrasive at first because I was new to, I was not this calm in the beginning. I need to let you know that because this ain't church. And it's going to feel like church. But remember, in the classes, it's school. So you going to hear me cuss. You going to hear me say cuss words. Because teachers have to cuss out their students sometimes and go off on them. So you going to hear it. But it's still, the information is still there. Because I had to learn how to navigate this place, baby, because they was driving me crazy. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. But I will see y'all. I don't know if I'm going to see y'all tomorrow, though, because I got some stuff I got to do. So, we'll see. You said you remember. Yeah, I done got better. And plus, I just don't give a damn no more. I'm not about to be arguing with folks. It's too much of my energy taking. Thank you. I love y'all. Definitely go watch those Left Behinds, though. Tribulation Force and the one from 2000 and 2002. I love y'all, too. Yes, you have. Bless your heart. You know what? Those were the days, yeah, that I was stressed out and tired of yelling at folks. In the beginning was the whip, and the whip was in her hand. Mari! Had to lay down the rules around here. You hear me? I need everybody to be in line so that we can have a peaceful class. Because if I would have never laid down the rules, we would not be able to have the classes that we have that are, I mean, every once in a while it's crazy, but I'll take it and was. People are like, you're rude. Why is you over here then? You came in my live again for the 7th time. Don't type swipe. Y'all know I was real, but I didn't got too old. I'm getting closer to 50. I don't have all that energy to be arguing with no folks. Leave me alone to get out of my class. Go away is what I want you to do. And if you want, I'll help you. And then they fight to come back. Oh, weirdo, crazy people. Yeah, y'all was throwing tomatoes and stuff. I didn't took a lot of abuse over here. Listen, it's okay. We've been on forever. I'm saying, it's over for me. Girl, I've been on my own since I was 11. I've been out away from folks longer than I've been alive. Yeah, it is. Oh, when you left home at 11, yeah. On my 51st birthday, I'll be away from my family for 40 years, basically, out on my own. That's a long time, and you ain't you. I'm tired, right? Mm-hmm. I am tired. I listen. I'm tired. That's what it is. I don't want to. Right. Right. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, I'm at shoot. I do not have time to be arguing with people. Baby daddy's nobody. I'm not gonna do it. I love y'all. I'm going to go to bed. It's time. Thank you for talking to me until I got sleepy. Love y'all. See y'all. I don't know if I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. Maybe Monday. Cause I got some cleaning to do and laundry and all that kind of stuff. So probably Monday. If I do, it might be tomorrow night. But I need to clean up, vacuum, do dust, get this office together. I got some stuff. So yeah, all my classes I had to fight. Mari, man, I used to be like, I'm just trying to help y'all. Stupid. I used to be talking crazy. If you want to be stupid, then be stupid then. But I know you can't talk to people like that. And I got tired of my mouth hurting. I ain't got time. No. I was mean. It's okay. We have a peaceful class every day for the most part because of that. I told you if you lay down your barriers in the beginning, you got to teach the oldest ones, and then the oldest ones to teach the youngest ones. And that's what I did. I was crazy with y'all, and I don't have to be crazy because y'all get them for me. Y'all let them know, she don't like to repeat herself. Y'all tell them. I love you too.